It's been a year I have been on here. You hear that right, sorry? Buzz! Take me to the studio. Sorry.
Okay, let's go.
Hey fam, what's good? What's happening? It's been a minute. Oh my god. It's been a while. Me saying hey fam sounded so alien in my mouth. But hey fam, what's happening? It's been a while. It's been like a year I've been on here, and it's been a year I've been on here. You hear that right, sorry? Buzz! Take me to the studio. Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm a mess. I'm sorry. I know I'm a mess. Oh my god. So if you're just seeing my face for the first time, thank you and welcome. My name is Tracy David, and I'm a YouTuber based in Lagos, Nigeria. Okay? Yeah. Like I was saying, it's been a while I've been on here because life has been lifing, my dear brothers and sisters in the Lord. Life has been a lot. Life has been giving me its own shares of baskets, and I have been in a perpetual state of overthinking. So I just had to self-isolate, and I couldn't create content in self-isolation because the contents will not be believable. They will not be relatable. They will not be believable. As a matter of fact, I lacked my creative juice. I didn't have nothing. So I just had to hide. And while in hiding, overthinking was still not going to stop because you're hiding, right? And I was always overthinking, and my mind was in a whirlwind of its own. It was a dark space, but thank God for family, thank God for Friendstone family, that they've always been there. And one of my sisters literally stepped on my neck a few days ago, and she told me I have to start creating content. I have to just be creative again. And she reminded me of so many things I could do, that I can do, that I've not just been doing because I've been self-isolating. Your girl can sing, your girl can cook, your girl she can write, she can edit videos, she is a YouTuber, there's so many things I can do. I can make nails. See, let me not start counting the number of talents I have, but it took one of my sisters to remind me of everything I can do. But I have just been in a very horrible state mentally, and I was in a state of self-pity. I don't know if that makes sense. Nobody puts me there. Now, what did the pass this with? Nobody put me there, but my mind just decided to travel on its own and do a detour on the lane of overthinking. I don't know who puts my brain there, but it was just there, and I allowed it for over a year. Never again. It's not gonna happen. So I'm back. Yeah, I'm back, and I promise to be a consistent YouTuber, consistent content creator, all through all my social media platforms. I promise that they will not lack content moving forward. Okay? I promise. I'm not joking. I promise. Okay? So I'm making this video. So this topic anyways is going to be how to stop overthinking. Now I decided to start off my YouTube. I decided to start off on this topic because of where I am coming from and why I have been away for a year. It occurred to me that there are some people that they are smiling at your faces, but you don't know what they are going through. I didn't have the strength to smile at anybody's face, hence I was always in my room. But there are some people that don't have the luxury of being in their room. They have to be outside all the time, smiling at the faces of people, but deep down inside, their minds are in a dark space, and it's not good to be in a dark space, because the life you deserve, the life you want, is it's attached to the quality of your thoughts. So whatever you think, you create. That's why I didn't create anything, because whatever I was going to create that time was going to be dark, and I was not ready to put out any dark content. You get what I mean? So it occurred to me that there are people that they've been in a dark space and they might not have anybody to talk to about it. So I'm gonna be a big sister and talk to you about it and tell you that you should snap out of it. If you don't have anybody to talk to, please listen to me. I'm here for you, okay? I'm giving you a virtual hug, okay? Okay. But if you do have someone to talk to, but for some weird reason you've just not been able to talk to that person, please reach out to the person and speak to the person. So, without wasting any more time, let's just go right into it. I've given you why I wanted to create this content, because I've been in that space and I know that some other people would also be in that space, but they don't know how to navigate their way through it. I'm here for you. And I'm rambling. That's because I've not done this in a very long time, so I don't really know where to begin. But let's just go right into it. So the very first thing that helped me while I was in that state of overthinking was journaling. Yep. I wrote down every thought. I wrote down the plans. See, basically, I write down everything I will do me. I write down. Basically, I wrote down everything that was wrong with me. You'll be shocked that when you're trying to explain to someone else, you don't know how to explain it, right? So because you don't know how to explain it, write it down. Write down every single thought that you have. If it comes as a plan, write it down. If it comes as a suggestion, write it down. If it comes as a passing thoughts, write it down. Whatever it is, whatever pops up in your brain, write it down. I promise you. So the very first thing that helped me was journaling, writing it down. Okay. So the second thing that helped me when I was in that state was breaking down my worries into actionable steps. Now, what this means is everything I was worried about, everything that was bugging me in my brain, I had to identify them, then break them down to actionable steps. What can I do to lessen the burden of overthinking right now? That's the same question you should be asking yourself. Now, don't forget, journaling will help you understand what the problem is. That's if you don't already know what the problem is. Now, if you already know what the problem is, great, fantastic. But if you don't, journaling will help you understand what the problem is, okay? So, everything you've journaled about, everything you've written down, break them down into actionable steps. If you were worried about your job, what can be done about that job? If probably your HR has been complaining too much that you've been coming late, that you've been coming late too much, and they've been removing from your salary because you've been coming late, and that has been making you worry, just ask yourself, what can I do to make this better for me, to make this better for everyone? Because tampering with my finances is not a joke. Don't joke with me with my money, okay? But let's say that's why you've been worried, because your job equals your pay, equals your salary, and they've been removing from your salary because you've been coming late. So what can you do? Break it down to actionable steps. If it means you're waking up by 5:30, write it down. How are you going to wake up by 5:30? These are the actionable steps that you should break your worries into. Okay, that's an example. Yours might be different. I'm just saying that if that's what yours is, just break it down and ask yourself, how am I going to navigate through waking up by 5:30? Break it down to actionable steps. If it means you're sleeping by 9 o'clock, 9 p.m., so you can wake up on time, do it. Actionable steps. Okay? Turn your worries into actionable steps. Okay? The third one that helped me was everything I had written about, everything I had broken down into actionable steps. I turned all of those worries to gratitude. Now, I was in a perpetual state of overthinking. I was worrying unnecessarily. My brain was in a roller coaster. Okay, so today I will be great. Tomorrow, I'll shut down, I'll be in my, it was a lot. So everything I was worried about, I turned it to gratitude. I started giving thanks. Now, the quality of your thoughts determines the quality of your life. Because I was in a constant state of rigmarole, because my brain was constantly spinning on its own, my thoughts were not great. Okay, so I had to channel all those worries to gratitude. I had to start telling myself positive things. I had to drop my worries and turn every worry I had to gratitude. I started telling God thank you. I started putting in positive words into the universe and making sure that my work. Please, if you can hear that sound, please ignore. I don't know who chose to do a party on a Thursday. I don't understand these people. They're stressing my life in these Lagos. Anyways, so I turned every worry I had to gratitude. Please ignore. I turned every worry I had to gratitude, and it worked. The moment I told myself, Tracy, worrying would not change anything. As a matter of fact, worry does not mean that you care about yourself. Does not mean that you care about the situation. It only shows and means that you fear the situation. And drop bars, oh, God. Wait, did you hear that? Care and fear. Oh, shit. See, take me to the studio. What's up? Forgive me. Forgive me. I'm trying to make sure this video does not exceed 15 minutes. So, worry does not mean that you care about the situation. It only means that you fear the situation. That's why you've been worrying so much about it. And worrying does not change anything. Worrying is a total waste of time. And it took my time. It took me 12 whole months. So please, do not worry. Do not be afraid for nothing. The first thing that helped me was speaking to the people that God has placed in my life. Okay, now I do understand that the gift of men cannot be overemphasized. So, the people God has placed in my life, I have 3 sisters and 3 brothers. Okay, my 3 sisters, they are not my biological sisters, they are my friends' twin sisters. Those are my family. Okay, so I was always speaking to my sisters. Once the thoughts start spiraling in my brain, I would just call one of them or 3 of them and be like, yo, it's happening. My brain wants to explode. My brain wants to explode. And they will talk me through it, okay? So, the people you have in your life, the people you have in your corner, they are not for decorations. Speak to them, except you just have people that you cannot speak to. And I don't honestly know why in this your big age, you will have people in your corner that you cannot speak to. If you have friends that you do not trust, if you have friends that you do not trust to help you in situations like this, why do you have friends? You shouldn't have friends. But if you do have friends in your corner that you can speak to, please speak to them. If you do not have friends, if yours is your sister, your biological sister, your brothers, your mother, your dad, your uncle, your auntie, whoever you know you can speak to, just speak to them about it. Do not bottle up anything inside. Trust me, it's going to explode. And if it explodes, it's going to be worse. Okay? So just speak to the people you can speak to. Talk to them about it. When you cannot speak to them about it, in total, like, because don't forget I said the very first thing in journaling is there are some things you can't explain. So the ones you can explain it to these people and tell these people how you feel, and they would talk you through it. And when you are having one of your episodes of mental breakdown, pick up your phone and call one of them if they are not in the same space with you. And if they are, just simply walk up to them and tell them, yo, what's going on in my brain right now. I need help. And they will always help you, okay? Speak to people around you. Talk to them. There's a reason why they are there. They're not just there for decorations, okay? The last is my personal favorite because it is my personal favorite. And the last is speaking to the Holy Spirit. My guy. See, listen. I'm a Christian, so I am speaking right now from a Christian point of view. if you're a Christian and your relationship with God has been dwindling or it's even non-existent at all, please go back and speak to the Holy Spirit. Trust me. You left, he did not leave. Okay? Speak to him, talk to him, tell him everything. You might be thinking, oh, that these things are too minute for him to want to listen to. He wants to listen to every detail you want to tell him. Not like he does not know what's going on. He just needs you to come back and tell him and be like, my guy. I call him my guy anyways. My guy, this is what's going on. Okay? This, and this. Don't forget, he knows the end from the beginning. So, okay. He knows what you're going through, but he needs you to come to his throne room, sit at his feet and be like, yo, I can't fix this. Fix it for me. I'm dropping it all at your feet. Every worry, everything you've been thinking about, everything you've been worrying about, drop it at his feet and tell him, I can't do this. That's what I did. I dropped it all and I was like, see, if you're not going to fix it, leave him. Because at that point, rather, I was fed up. I was tired. What is soon? It has gotten to me here. How many? I'm just a mess. But you get what I'm trying to say. Just speak to God. Talk to the Holy Spirit. And it's not a matter of you seriously kabashing and be like, oh God. It's a conversation. You're having a conversation with the same conversation you will have with those people that God has placed in your life. Have that same conversation with the Holy Spirit. And be like, it's happening. What should I do? Speak to him. Tell him what you're going through. He knows already, but just tell him. And watch him fix things. He's going to fix it. He fixed mine, and he's still fixing. Because last, we are all in work in progress. But I can tell you for free that I am no longer in that state of overthinking. I do not overthink unnecessarily. As a matter of fact, what I cannot change in an hour, I do not worry about it. What I can't change in an hour, I do not worry about it. The only thing I worry about, not like worry, like I'm overthinking, but the only thing I worry about is things I can change in an hour. Like, I'm hungry, okay? What am I going to eat? As a matter of fact, if I don't even know what to eat, I call one of my sisters and be like, yo, what can I eat? And they give me suggestions. And they help me. I don't want this video to get to 15 minutes. I just need to keep it under 15 minutes, you know. YouTubers like us, small baby YouTubers like us, we're trying to make sure that we maximize time and all of that. So, with these few points of mine, I hope I'll be able to convince you. Tracy, you played too much. Okay. But I hope that you do understand what I've been saying. Please journal. Please break down your worries into actionable goals. Turn your worries to gratitude. Speak to the people that God has placed in your life. They are there for a reason. And ultimately, speak to the Holy Spirit. He's always there to listen. Okay? Thank you so much for watching this video to the very end. Thank you. This is my very first official video after a year. So I am grateful for my sisters that they literally forced me to be here right now. Not like force me, but because I get bad mouths. I'm not good. Rosemary. Her name is Rosemary. Okay. But thank you so much for watching. And like I said, I'm going to be consistent going forward. Thank you so much. Do it to like, share, and subscribe. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, please drop your comments and please make suggestions for me. I am the content creator, but you're the consumers. So I would really love for you to tell me what you want me to create, the kind of content you want to see more on my channel. I'm open to suggestions. Please drop it in the comment section, please. I beg. Tell me what you want to watch and I will create those contents for you. Okay. Thank you so much. Until I come your way again next time, until you see my beautiful face next time, stay blessed and stay jiggy. Okay. Bye.